AI these days, certainly in the creative circles, has quite a bad connotation to it. But I've also actually found a great way to use it for personal growth as a musician. And this puts me a bit into a dilemma. To be very honest, about some parts I'm still not very sure if it's the ethical thing to do. So I want to open up this debate and make sure to give your 2 cents in the comment section after watching the video. Maybe you've seen it on this channel or not, but I recorded this Paul Desmond solo transcription arranged for 5 voices, and here I'm the lead in the section. Or am I? No, actually this was Paul Desmond and I was the other 4 voices. Listen again, this is really me as the lead of the section. And now again, this is Paul Desmond as the lead, his actual sound and recording. This is a recording very close to my heart, which I've loved for so many years. It's a tune called Stardust, recorded by the Dave Brubeck Quartet in 1953 on the live album Jazz at Oberlin. And for recording this, besides all the melodies he comes up with, melody after melody he improvises, which always struck me on this recording is his delivery. His sound is obviously very unique, but also his timing is so tastefully fluid here. So for this tribute recording for his 100th birthday, I also really wanted to include that part. Thus, with practicing, I found a way that actually a lot of electronic music producers already use. AI to split all the stems of that original recording. This way I could actually pretty much solo Paul Desmond's voice. And this was really of a tremendous help to listen into detail to the nuances of his sound, phrasing and that expression. Here is how that sounds Paul Desmond in solo. It's actually this very solo Paul Desmond track that I've been really hesitant to share here. Because sharing someone's solo track, which isn't meant to be a solo track, is kinda, well, it feels like breaking the rights of basic privacy. It really feels slightly uncomfortable to me, so you really might ask now, why are you sharing it then in this video? Well, because that's my dilemma that I want to open a conversation about. I really would like to hear from you. Before you give your opinion on what is allowed and for which purposes, let me make a clear distinction here. There are generally 2 types of AI you can talk about. The first one is generative AI, which we've seen the last couple of years really on the rise. We all remember the AIs trained on pop artists' voices and they generate new tracks with those voices. It's very uncanny. So in this case for Paul Desmond, that would be a AI that would train on solely Paul Desmond's material, playing perhaps the solo tracks, and then gather really a lot of information, and then it would start generating own Paul Desmond solos. That would be a possibility of generative AI. This to me seems a solid no. Not for jazz musicians, not for other musicians, unless the original artist agrees with it. I just provided you with another type of using AI. Not generative, but more in an educational way. Very much like they use AI for new scientific discoveries, and now in this case a tool for music education. And the potential problems are obvious. The first one I already mentioned, a violence of privacy. And there are degrees of that privacy, of course, because I was just using it for this recording. I didn't share it with anybody. Some might think that's okay, but not what I'm actually doing now, publishing a video publicly with it. So what do you think? Is it okay to use, at least as a practice tool, or is it ethically not just either? Just for educational purposes for myself, I've learned a lot about the details of his playing this way. This is something I did. Some people might disagree with this already. Don't want this to become a very long video about AI and stuff. I just want to get that debate rolling because probably people are already doing it, and for jazz, we're a little bit later than music producers in pop circles. All the separate stems from like very famous pop songs are usually just to be found on the internet already. If you want to listen to that recording mentioned in this video, I'll put it up somewhere here in the corner. Either way, I'll be happy to hear from you. You can spit on me in the comments. That's okay. Let me know, and until next time.